back. Patchman Hockey is back. Back with a new episode. In Patchman, we are the Patchmen. I'm Jimmy, and that's
I'm John, and we're back. We're doing it a little bit different this time. In these unprecedented times,
we're pivoting. We made a
as they
big
say.
pivot.
We made a big pivot, and then I feel like we're back in March of 2020. I don't know about you.
Certainly seems that way. Certainly
Yeah,
seems
man,
that
this is
way. And
this is crazy.
go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, I'm just glad we can do this again.
Me too.
It's been a while.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, it's been a while. It's a new year. It's a new episode. It's been a while. We've had a lot of life events going on.
Yeah, I had COVID. Jimmy had COVID.
I had COVID.
My wife had a baby, so I'm not
Yes.
sure. I'm not sure.
My
if
wife
Kristen's
had COVID.
pregnant. Yeah, your wife had COVID. I think my wife's the only person in New Jersey that hasn't had COVID yet. So
Unbelievable.
knock
I
on
got
wood.
married.
You did get married, yeah.
So that's why
A
we
lot
haven't
of
been
things
around.
happened.
A lot of things have happened.
It was my birthday in July.
It was my birthday in August.
Oh, that's
Halloween,
funny.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Christmas and New Year's. So
That's right. So there's been a lot going on. So I think our last episode dropped in July, and I think it was the episode 20, the 25th anniversary of the New Jersey Devils, that patch. So that was the last one that we did.
yeah, and it's funny because someone said to me, Kristen said to me, my wife, she's like, "Oh, I saw you guys put like a teaser out on Instagram that you're going to be putting out a new show soon." She's like, "When are you putting out a show?" And I was like, "Oh, well, me and Jimmy were talking, and we're going to put one out."
Yep.
So yeah, so if anyone else has saw that, this is that episode. So we're going to try it this way in this format. I think it's going to work just fine. If anything, it would be a little better because we are able to put stuff up right here, and I think it's easier for you to edit anyway, Jimmy. So
Yeah, it's a little easier, but I also think the audio, as we talked about earlier, I think it's better, because we tried in the first 6 episodes, we didn't really have anything. It was just the iPhone, right? And then we were listening to it, and it was just like that distance of sound or whatever. And then after that, we tried with the lav mics, right? Did I buy them? I think you bought them, right?
I think we bought them through the Patchman account.
We've company
No,
expense.
you bought them. Yeah, you got them.
And that was a little bit better, but I think now since the microphone, we both have our headsets on. I think it's going to be much better. So we're going to try this
Cool.
for a while and see what happens. And we're going to keep delivering content. And hey, every patch still has a story. It's the what else has changed? It's the new hockey season. Tampa Bay won the cup last year again, second time in a row.
We're back with fans. We're dealing with COVID. We're dealing with, players, coaches, staff missing games. Not only in the NHL but all throughout pro sports. But it's getting a lot better, and it's nice to see. I feel like right now it's like the earlier in the season your team goes through COVID, the better, just because you deal with it and you move on. Right now with the Devils, we got 5 guys back last week, and now the game tomorrow is postponed, or on Monday or whatever.
Right,
or Tuesday
against Tampa, I believe. Tampa. Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, I kind of wonder like how much runway is still left of like how the NHL kind of knew that, all right, games are going to be postponed just in case. We're going to have like a 3-week period of just pushing games back. But I feel like they're going to run out of time if they still want to do all 82 games in the season. I don't know.
It's going to be like 2 years ago when we were playing hockey in July, So they did it then.
Yeah, it could be. And the funny thing is that you have some Canadian teams right now, they're trying to play in different provinces. Like the Jets are trying to play in Saskatoon because they don't have to deal with the attendance restrictions in Manitoba. And then the Coyotes might not even be in Arizona next year. So, and they barely paid their arena payment, their rent payment.
I was gonna say, I feel like they're gonna like roll up to the rink, and then there's gonna be like a big chain on the door, and like, you know, like whatever. Like, what a mess that team is.
I don't know, man. The clock is ticking with the Coyotes in Arizona because they're not going to have an arena. They can't play in that same arena after this season. And they're trying to build one in Tempe, but where would you go temporarily? See what I did there? Temporarily. Yeah.
You good with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, where would they go? So I don't know. What a mess. But so anyway, if you're watching this right now on YouTube, you can see the patch. We're talking about the 2002-2003 Nashville Predators 5th year anniversary patch. And before we get into the patch, John, what are you drinking?
So, what am I drinking? It's Mass Landing Brewing Dash. It's an IPA.
Ooh.
So Mass Landing's up in New England. My buddy actually went up there 3 weeks ago and brought me a bunch of beer back. They stopped at like Treehouse Brewing up in Massachusetts, and then a bunch of like local Maine breweries. So he brought me like 12 beers. They're all like 8%. So they're just like complete bombs, but they're good.
It's this time of year, man.
Stuff like we wouldn't get in Jersey.
Yeah,
and he's like the thing is he's a big IPA drinker, so they're all IPAs. So I've got my palate for IPAs has gotten like a lot better over the last like week, I would say.
Yeah. Well, I like IPA.
It's porter season.
It's what?
It's porter season, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like porter, it's stout season. I don't know. I'm a seasonal drinker. Like I like obviously light beers in the summer, but I love all the Oktoberfest, the pumpkin beers. I love that. The winter lagers. I love the stouts, the porters in the winter, and then the IPAs like in the spring. You know, like things like that. But
yeah,
I'm drinking something here. I'm gonna crack this guy open. This is Little Neo's pastry stout. Speaking of stouts. And I don't know if Little Neo has a pastry shop to go with the stout, but...
Well, you know what that is, right? That's what? Like a play on Home Alone, that beer.
Oh!
So that's the pizza company from Home Alone.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
Good catch,
Where'd
John?
You get that?
All right. There we go. Who's this made by? Departed Souls. And I think they're Jersey, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're Jersey City.
Yeah, Jersey City, yeah. So this is a Neapolitan cookie pastry stout. On the back it says, definitely not gluten-free. Imperial stout brewed with raspberry, almonds, milk, sugar, and cocoa. And it's a 7.9% beer. And John Boy, salute. We're back.
Salute.
I had one of these last night, and it's definitely on the sweeter side. This is almost, I feel like this would be a nice, like, after dinner drink to go with dessert.
Is that after the coffee, the Italian coffee? or the Irish coffee?
That's after you have the Di Serrano and the Amaretto.
The Zambuca.
Yeah. But okay, I mean, this is definitely like on the sweeter side of stouts. Maybe almost a little too sweet for my liking. Like I like the Founder's breakfast stout. I think that's an all-time favorite of mine. But yeah, I mean, if you guys followed us or watched us on the first 20 episodes, I mean, every episode we're drinking beers. So that's what we do. We talk patches and we drink beers. Doesn't get better than that. But all right. So let's I introduced the patch. So here's the patch right here. I actually have one. John, and it's on the screen obviously. What's your thoughts about it?
So when you sent me a picture of this patch, like with no context, and I looked at it, and like I briefly looked at it, and I'm like, Sabres 5 years. Like, what?
Oh, I could see how you got that.
So that's my first thought. If that yellow was like red in that 5 and there was a little bit more gray, easily that it's like I feel like it's the same font as the 25th anniversary Sabres patch.
Oh yeah.
It just seems similar to me, but that was like my first impression. Otherwise, I think it's pretty simple. You wouldn't know it's a Predators patch, honestly. I wouldn't think so. It's pretty bland. So, what do you think?
I'm with you. All points. It's pretty bland. I picked it up because I thought it was on the rare side. I didn't really see a lot of these, and actually, another patch that's very similar is their 10-year patch, but that one is really cool because it has like the silhouette of the city, like as like the 1, and then you have like the 0, and it's in this font. But this is a pretty basic patch, and we talked about in earlier episodes about like the ribbon. There's always like the ribbon is like the most basic like go-to for like a commemorative event or like a design, right? Yeah. And then you put like established 1998 on it. But I mean, I'm with you. I do think it's cool how the 5 incorporates like the tooth of the Predators, the saber tooth, right?
I did not notice that. Okay.
So, I don't know. If there's something in the 5 here, like this little black line, like I don't know if you can see it, but on the screen, where I think that has to do with something. Like that's a little detail, but I feel like there's probably a reason why that's there.
Yeah.
And then it's just the bottom half of the 5 is just the tooth, and then the different grays and the yellow. I mean, personally, I always thought Nashville, the color schemes, I liked how they had like the navy blue, the yellow, the white and the silver. I always thought that was like a cool color scheme. And especially too, their earlier jerseys had like a silver shoulder yoke or whatever it's called.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, it was like maybe like the 2000 or like the 98 Sharks jersey. Remember that Sharks jersey where they had like the metallic silver?
Yeah.
It was like very metallic. I think Starter made it actually.
Yeah,
it had like the netting. So like that silver, like it really like brings back memories of that. When I was like just going through like some research for the patch, they used that chrome in the actual crest. There's like chrome in the crest and the shoulders up till 2011. So
for
like the logo, so the logo is like a little different.
Oh yeah, right. They changed the logo a little bit. They like took out like the chrome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that Sharks jersey. I think it's.
What makes you think? Like, why are they using like? All right, your Nashville Predators like a saber-toothed tiger, like chrome.
John, is this the jersey you're talking about on here? Right, the silver trim.
Oh,
I'm sorry. You don't see. Hold on one second.
Yeah, bring it up on the.
Is this still on?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally. I definitely see where you're going with that. Yeah, it's interesting. If you go back to the Nashville Predators, and I love comparing like their old logo to their new one, but they had like a side by side. Well, I could bring this up here. See, so there's a young Shea Weber here, but there was like more red and there was more chrome. I guess way more detail than they do now with. Let me go back. Close this out. Here we go.
Yeah.
I feel like they took the chrome out and they just took like a highlighter and just went right across.
Yeah, which I mean, I think it's so much more clean. This new
It is
one.
clean. Yeah. What one do you like better, the new one or the old one?
I'm a fan of the new one. I was never, honestly, I was never a fan of the old one. Like when the Predators were on like high school and stuff. We were looking at jerseys.
Yeah.
I just wasn't a fan. And I remember this one guy, I forget his name, but he had that yellow Predators jersey, and he would always be like at the rink. It was the third jersey, the mustard one, with like
Oh
gold.
yeah.
And like I saw it like up in like firsthand, and I just wasn't a fan. But I don't know. That's pretty sweet though. Like that pad set.
Yeah, that's a clean look. That's Chris Mason we're looking at. That is sick. I don't know. I think I like the old one better, but I also remember
Okay.
I loved NHL 99 on N64, but I feel like they always like EA Sports, I guess they always like try to like show like team logos and always like put a spin on it, like they're gonna make it pop out or make it like shiny or something like that. And I remember like going to the Devils, right? And it's like Nashville, it's like Montreal, Nashville, then New Jersey, and
Yeah.
Nashville was like, I'm like, what am I, like 10, 11? I'm like, man, that's an aggressive logo. Like the teeth, like I don't know. I guess it really like it was jarring. I don't know if that's the right word, but
Well, when you
really,
compare it, the thing is like when you compare it to like the hockey logos at the time, like that one is it's so over detailed.
yeah, great word. Yes.
They did. Is it even over detailed or under whatever? But they did the same thing with Columbus. I feel like when they brought Columbus into the league with the logo, it's like, what's going on? Like,
Right.
oh, we need
Right.
simple, and you got like the Devils, the Rangers. I would say maybe like the Kings logo at the time was pretty
Here we go.
different
This
because
is
I think they had
actually this better one. Open images.
yeah, that's the one I'm
This
talking
is the
about.
mustard. This is very aggressive. This is like aggressive, but it's more cartoony, right? The mustard jersey.
So that's like the Power Rangers, the White Ranger.
Or is it? Oh, wait. Who is this Sabretooth? Was on the Power Rangers?
I think the White Ranger.
It might have been the White Ranger. Yeah,
All right,
that's fun.
post in the comments if you know who the correct animal for the White Ranger was or whatever.
I think the patch actually looks pretty good on the patch is
Yeah,
very clean. It's bland. It looks just like nice enough, but it's
it
like the
ties in nice
patch.
with that jersey.
Yeah, I feel like this the stir jersey was like too aggressive, like too much too soon. Whereas now, like they have this bright yellow jersey, where this was kind of a dark color. I mean, is this like a golden mustard color?
Yeah, it's like it's what's that on the mustard scale, Jimmy? Like golden.
Golden's mustard. Definitely not French's.
It's Stanley yellow. So yeah,
Oh
definitely an
yeah,
interesting color jersey. And look at like the neckline too. Like
it's
that's
boxy.
weird.
Yeah, it's a little boxy. And this is Nashville here. One episode we are going to do because you have actually I think more patches than me of like just like the shoulder, the secondary patches. Like
Yeah.
it's like bones.
So
It's
I
like
got
some. No, go ahead.
no, go ahead. It's like a foot or something, right? Someone's like
Well, it's like somebody killed the cat, left the bones. They're like, oh, we're gonna make a patch out of it. We'll keep the teeth in. Like,
oh, that's funny. Yeah, I have a note on that. So like the year before this, like this is '02. This is definitely '02, '03. The '01, '02, and I guess the year before or 2 years before that, they had like a patch on the shoulder. It was like the skyline or something. I can't figure out what it is.
oh yeah,
I don't know. I looked everywhere. I'm like, what is like the Predators patch? And I was on some like Angel Fire forum, and
is it this? Like, is it this? Is
yeah,
the?
what is that? It says Nashville, but like it's a star. I don't know what the
I think it has
it is.
something to do with like it's like the Music City shoulder
Because maybe that's
patch.
got something to do with like that black line in the five.
Sports logo history. This is the alternative. alternate logo. This website, Sports Logo History, this is pretty good.
Oh wow.
There's a lot of ads. A lot of ads on this one. Where? Oh yeah, this. Oh, here we go. Like the bones, fossilized. That's the word I was looking for. Fossilized.
Yeah.
But let me go back to the first one. Okay, the blue
Oh
end.
wow. Awesome.
Yeah, that's right. It used to be called Gaylord Arena Tower. So the tower to the arena, blue, yellow, and orange star at the top. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so I like how they did it, like the last piece of the end. That's cool. So now we know, because I didn't know that either.
That's interesting. Yeah. Because sometimes, like, you look at a shoulder patch, you have no idea what they are. Like the Phoenix one, like the first episode one, the goals for kids. How would you know what that was unless
Right.
you had some, like, you knew the business or something, you know?
Yeah, you would really have to know. And there's another one too, I think. Yeah, that's a great point, man, because like you look at like the old Canucks jerseys too. It said like Canucks place or something on it. And then when I looked it up, it was like for a terminally ill children's hospital. I'm like, oh wow, like that's I didn't think that, there would be a patch for that, but
oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah, I think we're definitely gonna we could make a few episodes out of just the shoulder patches alone, like the secondary logos and things like that.
Yeah, we could do a bunch at one time too. So
yeah, and I like how they have different variations and like different color schemes, and this is like the fossil, and then they took away like the triangle and like the yellow, and really cool. But
how about this? You have a team that has been around since what 2000 or 2000 98 or whatever 98, and how many like iterations of their logos or shoulder patches have they had since then? Like this is crazy. Like
a lot.
you look at I always go back to it, but like the Devils have how many? 1, 2 now with the New Jersey, with the new third. So
the New Jersey. Which, by the way,
I couldn't take that, man. I couldn't take. Or go ahead.
Let's. That's a great point you brought up. What do you think of that Devils jersey?
They had all this time to do it. It's like what? I'm just not a fan. Like, what are you doing?
I'm not a fan either. I think like that's. I think they're trying to like tie Marty Brodeur into it to like kind of give it like that extra that weight to it. Like, oh look, Marty designed it. But like, how do you go from these beautiful green jerseys, and maybe I'm like in the minority here, but look at these beauties.
Yeah.
Oh my God, beauties. And then you go to this, and well, that's 225 by 325. Yeah, okay.
It's a little small.
Little small. Let's get the full look here. Here we go. PK Subban. So there's nothing I like about it at all. There's nothing I like. It's terrible.
I got nothing. Like,
it's so bad. Like, okay, here we go. This is a good one.
Like, why don't you do this? Make a black jersey, all right, and then do like Devils, like the Penguins or like something different, or New Jersey, like. This font is terrible. Like,
the font's terrible. There's just no character to it. Like, I don't know. You can only have so many stripes. I guess I like the laces. The laces are probably the interior collar. Yeah. Okay, no one sees the inside of the collar. Black base, like, okay, and there's a touch of red. And the 21 white stripes. It's like, very controversial, this jersey. It's like the worst jersey.
You know what I hate too? I hate too all like the memes that like showed up on Twitter. It's like hat. Like someone had a hat, it's a hat. It's like jersey.
Yeah.
Shoes. Like, what do you
Man, this is like night and day between
Look,
this.
someone in their
And
PR department needed to like get ahead of that.
you know what, too? I don't mind a blacked out Devils logo. Like, look at like if you look at PK Subban's the shell here.
Dude, that'd be
You know
awesome.
what? When they
Throw the logo on
introduced
it.
this, what's up?
No, go ahead.
No, I said
I'm
when
going.
they introduced this, I knew a third jersey was coming. It was going to be black because I just had a feeling. And what if the pants were red? Would it like? I feel like if the pants were red, it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean anything they would do different.
Yeah, it's just so funny, like the marketing to PR. It's like, oh, the players love it. Well, are you going to find a player that says, "Nah, this is trash"? Like,
That's like it's like asking. Yeah, exactly. It's like the fans are the ones that are looking at it or that are gonna buy it.
right?
Do I want to buy that jersey? No.
I do not want to buy this jersey at all. I will. I
Do I
won't
want to
buy
buy
this.
like a hoodie with that on it? No. Like,
I want to buy this jersey. I still have to buy it. I hope it comes back. Oh, by the way, let's just. I just again. I'm sorry. We haven't talked in a while. We haven't had a show in a while. But a little fact here, okay? So I don't know if our listeners go to this website, aesthetics.com. The guy that this guy has a whole site dedicated to jerseys, right? And logos, team logos. So if you go to Jersey Watch, I'm the guy that broke the news about the green jersey. Do you remember me telling you that?
yeah, you did.
So I was in the Platinum Club for a game back in October or November of 2019, and oh, I guess it's not here anymore. But well, yeah, it was a couple years ago. So anyway, so I was talking to like the president of the Devils, like I just was making conversation, and wait, Ice Statics Devils green. Let's see if I can find it. Devils going green, New Jersey Devils. God. Wait, I just want to. Where is Jersey Watch? Sort by team.
Yeah.
No, wait. Here we
You just
go.
took it off.
Devils. Anyway, so basically, so
Yeah.
can I come here? I can't find the article, but anyway, I told this guy, I broke the news because I had two ideas I said to the president of the Devils. I forget his name. It's John something or whatever. And I said, hey, listen, just two ideas. I said, one, a green third jersey. And I said the other one would be, why don't the Devils play exhibition games at the old Continental Arena? Because Xanadu is right there. So you can, not Xanadu, American Dream Mall. They used to call it Xanadu. And you could cross promote, Devils, the mall, like everything. And the guy just looked at me. His name's, I think, Josh. And he said, I'm not going to say anything, but that's basically that's coming sooner than later, sooner than you think, or something like that. So, and it's exactly what I had envisioned, like the throwback just with green and all the stripes and everything switched. So I was the one that broke it to that guy, I think Chris from Aesthetics from the site. So, humble brag.
Yeah, my bad, man. My bad. I'm in the presence of someone
I'm an
leaking something in the
insider.
media.
Yeah, I'm an insider now, so
But
But
yeah, that's an awesome jersey, and I think that's an awesome idea too. Like they should play at Xanadu. Hell, like they should play at like Warren Acre Park. No, I'm kidding. But
Madden Arena.
Rink 1. All right, cool. Do you want to get into the season?
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Go ahead. Would you have some notes about the season?
Yeah. So the 5-year season 02-03, the Predators were coached by Barry Trotz actually.
Yeah.
Not a great season for them. 27, 35, and 13. Missed playoffs, fourth place. They would go on to make the playoffs the next year. So,
yeah,
uneventful season. stat-wise.
Yeah, the team really not a good season. I mean, Nashville. We're so spoiled now with expansion teams. Well, I really just Vegas, because Vegas went to the Stanley Cup final, which is unbelievable. But at this time in the NHL, expansion teams took at least 5 years to get decent, right?
They did, because I remember Florida went to the Stanley Cup final.
Oh, in the year 3, right? Third season. You're okay. Yeah, you're right. Got me there.
I'm just messing with you. But
That's
no,
right,
you're right.
They did.
And the Avalanche won the cup in their first expansion.
Avalanche was an expansion. It was a relocation, dude.
They were, yeah. My bad.
Well, you know what? Tampa Bay Lightning, I don't think were good in their early years. Florida went to the final first before they did.
No, you're right, man. No one was. Yeah. Tampa Bay, Columbus, Nashville, or
Minnesota. Yeah. But yeah, 27 wins, 35 losses, 13 ties. How about that? I think this might have been the second to last season with ties, and then 7 overtime losses. For 74 points that season. Not good. And then this was a interesting stat here on Wikipedia. The Predators tied the Calgary Flames, Minnesota Wild, and Pittsburgh Penguins for most times shut out with 10. And tied Montreal Canadiens for fewest shorthanded goals scored with 2. So they were shut out 10 times. So that's almost that's 1/8 of their season, pretty much, of games just shut out. They weren't scoring goals.
2 shorthanded goals. Ugh.
Yeah. It's very unimpressive. And the team didn't do anything, at least from what we researched, until a 5-year, I don't know, ceremony or anything. I'm sure they use this as a marketing promotion, on those programs and on the Jumbotron and things like that on the team website. But uneventful.
Hockey in Nashville just wasn't there yet either. It was nowhere near what it's at right now.
It's no.
You're right. There though, but you had the Titans.
Yep.
You didn't have many professional sports teams in Nashville yet, so.
That's true. When did the Titans go there?
98, I think.
Wow.
97.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, so perfect.
Well, 97 they relocated and they were still the Oilers, and then they changed the name to the Titans in 99.
That's right. They were the Oilers. Yeah.
The player list, Legwand. The only reason I know David Legwand's name is because if you bought a hockey stick circa 2002 to 2006, his name would be on one of the curves. And I had no interest in Nashville, but I knew his name, and I looked at that and that brought back memories in my head. I'm like, oh, Legwand. I'm like, I know that. I know that name.
That's wow. Yeah, I remember that too.
Right.
I guess he was the star of the team. I mean, because he
I think it was I think it was Mission Stick too, and I know you're a big Mission Stick guy.
Oh my God, are they still around?
I don't know.
I haven't bought. I mean, yeah, back in those days I was. Yeah. That's funny, man. I do remember some of these players: Kimmo Timonen, Scott Walker, Scotty Hartnell. Oh wow. Yeah, he was here in Nashville. He's really known for his time in Philly. And looking at the list, Martin Erat, I think he was a longtime Nashville Predator. Actually, I'm gonna click his page. Yeah, he was. He was a longtime Nashville Predator. Was he on the first team? No, not on the first team, but close. Basically, a long-time player. Oh, remember these jerseys? I think this might have been their first third jersey.
Oof, yeah.
It's navy blue, everything.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's. I don't know how I feel about that.
It looks like an Oilers jersey. It looks like the Oilers third jersey they came out with.
Yeah, it doesn't
Like
really.
that navy color.
Yeah, yeah, not a fan of that. Of Scotty
Um,
Upshaw was on the team.
do
Who
they have the picks, the draft picks for this year on there?
in 2003?
Yeah, because
I
I'm
think.
interested in seeing that, and I forgot to look that up.
Oh, here we go. Well, this was in 2002. So you want to do the '03 draft? Or
Yeah,
not?
let's see those.
Um, all right, let's see. '03 NHL draft, Nashville. I think it was actually in Nashville. Yeah, it was. Yep. Um, first selection. First selection was Marc-Andre Fleury.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
goddamn.
Wow. Oh, I love the basic draft logo. Kind of cool.
Join Jimmy and
Styling.
John on the Draft Logo podcast. We're talking about the draft logos.
There's so many logos. Um, okay, so I'm looking up the team. Here we go. So Nashville Predators, Ryan Suter.
Oh, all right. He's still
All
playing.
right, Ryan Suter. He's on the
He's with
Islanders right. Is he on the Islanders? I think he is.
I thought he was in Minnesota for a
He
while.
was
Dallas.
Dallas. He's
Oh.
on Dallas. I'm thinking of Zach
Is that?
Parise.
Oh,
Two of them were signed together in Minnesota, and then they both were cut from the team.
Well, that was like that was the end of Minnesota hockey too, if I remember, like when those two left.
Yeah, but Minnesota's actually doing pretty decent this year. Did you watch the Winter Classic at all?
I caught some of it. We were out.
It was like -9 or
I was
something
gonna
like
say it
that.
was cold as hell.
It looked cool though. It really looked. It looked. So my brother-in-law actually like got offered a couple times, I think, to go to the game, and I think it was like $200 a ticket, and he's like, I just can't justify that, and I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you because you're freezing your ass off, and like you can't even enjoy beer because it's freezing. Like
Yeah,
it's just
uncomfortable.
yeah.
Your
So
beer would be free. Yeah, it's
and I'm hearing accounts of the game, and like people are like, yeah, they're bundled up, but then they all run back to the concourse in intermission and like warm up. I don't
and
know.
you're pretty far too. Like, you're in a baseball stadium. You're not that close to the action. So
Right.
that's one thing I'm not a big fan of, and it's always like that. So
yeah, baseball stadiums, the way they're set up, you're further back. Yeah,
you're up. Like it's like it just doesn't work well for hockey.
Yeah, not a baseball stadium, I don't think. I think in a football stadium, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But this draft, man, who else did Nashville get from this '03 draft? Really, only the first couple rounds. I don't know who. Konstantin, Glaschev from Buffalo. I don't think he panned out to be anyone.
Oh,
Kevin Klein.
I was gonna say Kevin Klein. They had 2 picks in the second round. Okay.
Yeah, he panned out to be a pretty decent player. So I remember him more so on the Rangers. Shea Weber.
Yep.
Compensatory. Interesting. So they got Weber and Suter the same year. That's pretty nice. Round 3. Nashville Predators. Well, yeah, I guess some of these came from other teams' draft picks. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. And then also, too, I think the '03 draft is like the best draft of all time because just looking at the first round, Marc-Andre Fleury, Eric Stahl, Thomas Vanek, Ryan Suter, just the list goes. Dion Phaneuf, like guys who have came in.
Jeff Carter.
Jeff Carter still playing. Brent Seabrook, Zach Parise of the Devils.
Yep.
Getzlaf is still with the Ducks.
I can't believe he's still playing hockey. God.
Who else? I mean, he might be. And Brian Boyle's still playing. Corey Perry is on Tampa now. Yeah, that was a sick draft. But anyway, so there's a couple going back to the season with Nashville. So there's a couple notable moments in the season, which it's a pretty lackluster season, of course. But Greg Johnson's named the second captain in team history. And what else? Mike Dunham was traded. He was like their first, I don't want to say star goalie, but their first primary goaltender.
Yeah.
Who also played on the Devils too. But so Thomas Volkun, I do remember Thomas Volkun was like their first real like solid goalie. And then on February 27, 2003, Predators beat Pittsburgh in Mayor Lemieux's only career appearance in Smashville.
I saw that, and they made like a big deal out of that. The fans.
So it's a 6-0. Oh, they beat the Penguins 6-0. Wow.
Oh, talking about Smashville. So I'm wearing a Smashville shirt.
There we go.
So Kristen, my wife, went down to Nashville maybe 3 or 4 years ago. So she stopped in the team shop, and she's like, "Oh, like I want to get you something. I'm like, just get me something like unique." So she like pulled the shirt like out of nowhere. I'm like, "This is like the best gift." And she said like the arena was nice, like it was right downtown. It's just really cool and if you see like if you like watch anything in Nashville, like the downtown area is like the place to go. And I wish like Jersey had that with the Prudential Center, because it's just not like that now. It's kind of, they're trying to make it like that. They get the bars around the arena and everything, but it's just not. It's not the same, and it's not really a destination like Nashville. It's like Vegas, you know. I'm sure if we went to a Vegas game or a Nashville game, it would be like Vegas, where you have a bunch of tourists coming in, you know, gonna get tickets for a game, a bunch of locals that are like down to go to the game, and just like makes it like a really good experience.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, these hockey cities, you got to make it a destination to go to, even to attract like non-fans, like just bring people in the area. I mean, if you think about it, yeah, Vegas, like you said, Tampa. I mean, you know, LA, you know, Anaheim, California.
Yep.
You know, the beach and everything there. I mean, it's got to be like a venue, like somewhere that people want to go to. I mean, do people
that, or you have like a super dedicated fan base, you know, like Boston or something?
Yep, exactly.
Look at the Panthers. Worst attendance since I could remember. Like,
and then they're in South Florida.
Panthers, they're in South Florida, but they're in like the swamp. They're not by Miami. They're like, my parents live in Fort Lauderdale. They're maybe like an hour from Fort Lauderdale, like west into the swamp. It's just not a great spot.
Yeah, they used to be right at the Miami Arena.
Yeah.
So have you been to that arena? Not the Miami Arena, the one where they play now, BB&T Center.
BB&T. Yeah, I've been there before. I think tickets were like $100, and there was like 12 people on the stage.
Yeah. Is it a nice arena though?
It's dated. It's nothing like to write home about. It's like one of those things where like you're driving down the highway and it's like, oh, there's an arena.
But there's nothing around it, right?
No.
So that's like the problem.
But like, the new Islanders Arena, the UBS Center, I was out in Long Island maybe last month, and it's pretty cool looking. It's like it looks like a cool brick building. Like the outside of it, it's like a brick building. Like the way they put it together, it's interesting how they did it. Like it's not like a typical like arena out in like Uniondale. Like and it's got like a casino over there, and I would like to take a trip out there, definitely.
Oh, me too. I would totally. I'm down for that. We should go do a road show.
They got the casino, the horse racing.
Yeah, see, you have to have your arena near other things like that are attractions. Like, you know, Ottawa Senators play in with the Canadian Tire Center or whatever it's called, and it's not even like near Ottawa. Like it's on like the suburbs or whatever, the outskirts. Yeah. Same thing with Phoenix, Glendale, like Florida Panthers. Like there just needs to be, you know, more to it.
Agreed.
So what else happened in this season? Barry Trotz, speaking of the Islanders, Barry Trotz, game number 392, most for first coach of an expansion team.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That is a lot behind the Preds bench, and it was actually held by Preds TV analyst. The original record of it was held by Terry Crisp, the Preds
Terry
TV
Crisp, what a
analyst.
name.
Terry Crisp, I know. Yeah, what a funny name. Who's with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And they beat the Blackhawks 5-4 in overtime to mark the first time in franchise history that it had been above 500 that late in the season.
Congratulations.
Well, why don't you just raise a goddamn banner?
What does that say? The world's largest hockey balloon?
What is it?
Oh, giant hockey balloon. Okay.
People mingle around the giant hockey player balloon located outside the Gaylord Entertainment Center before the 2003 entry draft. Yeah, speaking of the draft too, I was at the 2013 draft at the Prudential Center. Gotta tell you, it's so boring.
I bet.
And thank God the Devils sucked the year before, or else I would have been waiting like 2 hours for them to pick. But that was where they announced that they traded the 9th pick for Corey Schneider. And that was just a cool little moment. They had the Stanley Cup there. I got a picture with the cup. Saw a couple friends of mine. But, like, honestly, it's just like you sit there, names are announced. And unless you know who they are, it's really not fun, you know?
Yeah, it's more fun to be in the draft, I would think, you know?
Yeah.
Like going to see, like, any kind of, like, sports ceremony or the WWE Hall of Fame.
Right. Agree.
You never know when someone's going to show up. You know?
Yeah, it was really cool how they set it up because that trade was actually like Lou Lamoriello set it up the night before and like said keep quiet. So like, I think the draft was on a Sunday, and no, it wasn't on a Sunday. Maybe it was a Friday or Saturday, but it was done the night before, and basically Lou said to like keep it quiet or else it's not going through. Because if it leaked to the media, the trade is null, like null and void. So, because I guess they just wanted something for the fans to go home about. But anyway, I'm curious, who scored the most goals? Andy Delmore, David Legwand.
It was a Sunday. June 30th, 2013 was Sunday.
Okay. Yeah. So it was Saturday. I thought it was a Sunday. Interesting. But so John and I were talking, and this is something we wanted to do the first 20 episodes, and for whatever reason, the idea just kind of left our heads. But we're going to start doing a patch score. So we're going to give every score a patch, and we're going to go back to previous episodes. I think what do you think? You think we should do an episode just to go back and look at the other patches?
Yeah, we'll probably do a quick one. Yeah.
We'll do a quick one, and we'll just rank them. So what do you want? Up to 10, right? 10 being the best.
Yeah, we'll do 10 being the best. We'll do like a point system, like 10, like 4.5, that kind of thing, and rank them on. We're gonna rank them on what they look like, you know, our thoughts behind it, you know, and you know, pretty much it's a good looking patch, and did they integrate some cool things like hidden logos, like years, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because there's a lot of details, especially with that North Stars patch, that 25th anniversary North Stars patch.
Oh, that's the best example, man.
That's of like the little details of like the past and present, like the old jerseys, the new that's awesome. That's one of my favorite patches. Like I love it. But all right, so kick it off. So what do you think? What's the score of the 5-year anniversary Nashville Predators patch out of 10?
So my initial thoughts and my thoughts now, 3.5.
What, that low? Wow, 3.5. I'm gonna write this down.
3.5. I mean, I've seen a lot of better patches.
Yeah.
Not only the ones we've done in previous episodes, but just ones in general. I think it's cool. I like how they put integrated the tooth on there, but like the font really doesn't match the jersey font, and it's pretty basic.
Yeah,
it doesn't say like Predators on it.
You're right. I'm with you. I wish they kind of did an outline of something, maybe the city or, whatever, like maybe parts of the logo. But yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna give this a 3. And I almost want to give it a 3.5, but I'm gonna just go a little bit lower than you because just of how basic it is, very basic. And I think as we go through all these patches, like a ribbon style, really, like I said before, is very. It's like yes, thank you. It's a cop out. So I'm gonna give this a 3 because it's very basic. Like I wish the greater the detail, I think the better it would be.
Oh yeah.
But all right, so 3.5 and then a 3. So excellent. Yeah, I mean, and also too, the ribbon is red, which they didn't even wear red.
That's a great point. That ribbon should be yellow, or something.
I think, you know what? I think I know where the red comes from because as I'm saying it, I think I have an idea. I think there's actually, is this red? I think pieces of red in the logo. Maybe that's where they got it from. But I don't know. I feel like they could have used I feel like the ribbon could have been silver or something. I don't know. Like with
the red, it's like contrast colors. Like the red doesn't go with any of those colors.
Right. Yeah, they could have definitely done a lot more. So it's really like
you're right though. There is red in that jersey because if you look at the shoulder patches, like there's red on those outlines, and then it is red in like the eye and stuff. So
yeah, okay. So maybe that's probably all right. That's probably where they pulled it from. We'll give them that, even if they didn't. But we'll give them that.
Yeah.
But it's like 3 elements. It's like the oval, the ribbon, and then the 5, the saber tooth. So,
cool.
Very, very basic. So, all right, man. Any final thoughts?
No, I think I'm excited to keep making these videos and getting back on the patch train, as they say.
Yeah, definitely. That was our first official patch score. So actually, this reminds me. Should we combine the scores or to have an official
Yeah, like a running tally or something?
Yeah. Or we can keep it separate or whatever. So I mean, I don't know how you'd.
No, we'll put them together. Well, so we'll average what we got. So what, 3.2. So you did
3.25.
Okay. Or whatever, 3.25.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what we'll give it.
3.2 is the official PMH patch score.
And Jimmy, you got to add the post graphic too.
The post graphic?
I want the graphic.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so we're recording on January 9th. I think this episode will come out. If you're listening, it's probably going to be at least February, I think. First week, maybe. Because I think we try to record in bulk and bang it out. But this is the first day we're back. And rest in peace to Bob Saget, who died today. We just found that out.
Yeah, how terrible, man. Oof.
Not good.
Young guy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, he's found dead inside an Orlando hotel room. Oh my God.
That's even worse.
Yikes.
Damn.
All right, man. So that's it. So it's a 3.25 Patchman Hockey patch score. That's a mouthful for the 5-year anniversary Nashville Predators.
Yeah. And so yeah, like I would say, check us out on Instagram. We're gonna get that Instagram going again. It's not only gonna be posts about the episodes. We're gonna throw some cool patch posts on stuff we come across. You name it. So we want you guys definitely check that out. Not so much on Twitter. Gonna move everything probably to the Instagram. So just follow us and like us, and then make sure you check us out on YouTube and keep following and And like the page, because when you like the page, that means we get more views, and then we want to do more of these, and more people see it. So.
Yeah, Instagram at every hockey patch. Every hockey patch. All of the patches. That's where we're at. We drop episodes every Sunday, and during the week we tell stories about the patch and things that happened that season, and so we try to keep it interesting, and we're telling the story and giving a little bit of hockey history, So,
cool.
But, all right, man. Good to be back.
Sounds good. All right, man. So we're the Patchmen. I'm John. That's Jimmy. And thanks, guys, for checking us out.
Thanks, guys.